Hi, I'm Varnaz and welcome to Low Carb Keto Recipes and Having Fun. Today I have this amazing recipe for a 3-ingredient toffee caramel candy. It can also be used as your fat bomb, but it is so yummy. Let me show you what it looks like. Lovely, yummy, toffee caramelly. Reminds me of my childhood. So we're standing in my kitchen. So let's get cooking. So let's begin with the recipe. You take a pan over the stove. I'm using a dessert spoon. You can even use a measuring spoon. It's up to you. In go 4 tablespoons of butter. Now, this recipe is all about the mixing. It's about mix. And at different points, the mixture will turn into toffee and caramel. It's amazing actually. Just 3 ingredients and you have it. Your heat has to be at low to medium. You'll have to keep alternating between these two. The butter starts melting, of course, and let me show you after it's melted, which is now. You have to carry on mixing with it on low heat. What's going to happen is, in a minute or so, you will see that the milk solids will start separating. That's exactly how ghee is made, and that's where it'll change color and become like a caramel toffee tasting. Can you see the little whites in the corner? That's the milk solids that are separating, and that's how we get this recipe to perfection, by watching at what point we put what ingredient. So mix. You can't stop mixing even for a few seconds. Can you see that it's beginning to bubble now? It's going to froth. It's going to froth like crazy. Can you see that? And you have to carry on mixing, otherwise your butter will get, in few seconds it'll get burnt. So carry on with moving with your spatula or spoon or whatever, and see how the froth is bubbling up even more. This is all on a low heat, and now in a few seconds you'll see that the froth settles down. So that is the amazing part. The moment the froth settles down, that's the time you'll put your next ingredient, and you'll see that the color of your butter has changed. I could have done this whole video in fast motion, but I haven't, because I want you to see each stage of this mixing. It's amazing how just butter brings out the flavor of caramel and toffee, but only if you make it right. So froth, mixing. I mean, there's nothing else I can say right now, because can you see? It's so frothy. That's completely the separation of your milk solids. Okay, now see. Now I want to show you the froth on its own is beginning to settle down, and quickly look at the color of the butter. It's turning into, I'm trying to take out a white looking plastic spoon so I can show you how the butter has changed color. It's become into this caramel color. Can you see that? That's where we want it. So again, mix. Can you see that? It's clearer now. Can you see the butter has become literally like a caramel toffee color? This is the point. I can't even leave the spatula for too long. So quickly, I'm going to put in my 4 tablespoons of heavy cream. It's very important for you to see the video when you're going to make this, even though it's just 3 ingredients, because there's a huge difference between it suddenly turning into frothy, suddenly changing color, when you need to put your cream. It's literally precision, but it's also very easy. Once you get the hang of it, you're going to be making this for good. This is piping hot. So remember, it's really, really hot. Be careful. Carry on mixing the cream. Can you see it's separating even more? So again, up between low and medium. Can you see it? It looks like it's never going to become caramel. But keep watching. Mix, 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 mix. Can you see the spaces in between? It's completely breaking up. It's almost like a chemical reaction that's taking place in the pan. And now, can you see again it's frothing up after I've put the cream? That's again where you want it to be. That's when it's beginning to come together. But now with the third ingredient, which is I'm using a brown sugar substitute, and that really brings out the flavor and the true toffee taste. But if you don't have brown sugar, you can even use erythritol or xylitol or stevia powder, whatever you wish. And here I am with my brown sugar substitute, and in goes 2 tablespoons of it. You can adjust the sweetness exactly as much as you want. For 4 tablespoons of butter and cream, 2 tablespoons of the substitute is more than enough. There you go. Now watch. Again, it looks like it's separate, but it's all going to come together the moment you put the sugar substitute, the sweetener. Can you see that? It's all come together. It's a chemical reaction taking place. The sugar is really helping it to bind together all the milk solids. So again, mix, mix, mix. As you can see, I've left the spatula just for a few seconds in this whole recipe. And as I'm mixing, I'd love it if you do subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to press the bell to see all my future videos. Okay, now no time to talk anymore about my other stuff. I've taken it off the fire. You have to carry on mixing it until it comes to almost room temperature. I've been mixing it a bit before this part of the video is showing. Look at that now. Can you see? By the way, this is caramel sauce for you too, to put over your sugar-free ice cream or over your muffins. Okay, now I have this little mold. I've got these little cute little animal molds. Feel free to put this into any kind of mold, but where you can pop it out easily. You can even use an ice tray, or you can even use like muffin wrappers. So I've got it all in, and now it's ready for the freezer for 5-6 hours, and that's what you'll get. So thank you for watching, and see you soon in my next video.